Good evening. What the heck is going on around here, y'all? I don't know how many of you noticed, but there seems to be a lot of events going on, and it's kind of hard to keep track of them. So tonight, we're going to talk about all those events and everything going on in the catfishing community, and maybe shed some light on all these cool events that are going on and talk about it and have a good time tonight. So that's what the heck's going on. We're going to talk about all these things and have a good time. And to start us off, I want to introduce my co-host for this evening, me, Hermano L. Miguel Murillo. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
What's going on, brother?
Well, it is currently bath time in the Murillo house, so you may hear some disagreements and discussion, aggressive discussions.
Mike, you have to take a bath every day.
No, I don't.
You do, and
I do not.
I don't care. I don't care what your friends do.
My hair looks fine.
I don't care what the people at work do. If Kristen tells you have to take a bath, you have to take a bath every day.
Yes.
I don't think that's going to last that long in the Murillo household. I think you will definitely get overruled on that.
Yes.
But anyway, I saw you got to go fishing today. You took the little ladies out.
It was everything you would expect fishing with small children. Equipment failures, temper tantrums, refusal, denial, everything.
And, well, how did the girls do, though?
Well, they did pretty good. They were the ones that caught the fish, and
I imagine you were the one fussing and hanging stuff up. And am I right?
I was ready to quit like 45 minutes before we left, and I thank goodness Kristen started helping Leia and Lauren. I think I just need to change the line on that reel. Yeah. Because it got her 3 times and now it's pretty janked. So it's at that point it wasn't her fault anymore.
That's a technical term, by the way, janked.
Yeah. I just kept taking line off of it, and then she was objecting because that line needs to go there, and trying to explain to me how to fish. And then I was trying to sort out the reel, and she's like, let me show you how to cast it. I'm just like,
but I did see that a bass was caught. And several panfish. Were they bluegill, brim, something like that?
Actually, those are the only 2 fish that were caught. The rest of them eluded us.
Gotcha.
Sadly, they eluded us. It was 1 green sunfish and 1 largemouth bass. So Lauren has now officially joined the ranks of the ditch picklers of America.
Yeah, you have to take that bath or you're going to start smelling like bait.
What do you mean start, Brian? This show's really started off not how I expected.
But it's fun though. We're having a good time. It's going to be relaxed like this the whole night. I do. So Mike and I have something to talk about, but I have someone that just got home from a long drive down in the basement. And I want to make sure that we get him up here and talk about what just happened this weekend so that he can get to relax. And that's Mr. Bob from Fins and Finds. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing? You hear me all right?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. So thankfully, I do things at the last minute, which I need to stop doing that. But I sent Bob a message. I said, hey, if you want to pop in, talk about the tournament. And me thinking, it's Sunday night. I'm at home. Everybody's at home. Not the case with Bob. He was driving back from Minnesota, right?
Yeah, I literally pulled in the driveway about 15 minutes ago.
Well, we'll make it as quick as you want it. How about that?
It's okay. I mean, my wife was coaching in Arkansas today. She's on her way home, but she's got another probably 30 minutes to go. So we got a little time.
I got you. Well, I got a chance.
I decide if I need to take a shower based on, how's my hair look?
Looks better than mine, Bob.
I've been wearing a hat all the way drive, but it's like, do I need a shower today? Well, how's my hair look? Okay. Then I decide.
We're actually going to talk about showering later in one of the other topics. Just coincidentally, is not planned, but anyway. So why is Bob up here? Well, if you didn't catch it, you missed an excellent tournament on Saturday. And I say excellent because I had nothing to do with the excellence of the tournament. Palmetto Cats was skunked big time, but but Bob and Mike and Mike D and Michelob, they ran this tournament like they have been doing tournaments their whole life. They did have some technical difficulties, nothing of their volition, but you guys ran an excellent tournament and really raised some money. We'll get to the money in a second, but tell me, and forgive my redness in my face. My camera is going in and out for some reason. You'll see it now. It's getting brighter again. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but
I think you look fine. I look a little pale. Bob looks fantastic.
Bob's got a nice tan there. But Bob, tell us. We've already kind of talked about how it came up, and we've heard you talk about it a little bit. But how do you think it went overall? What are your final thoughts? I guess.
I think it went great. Like I said, except for the giveaway tool not working, that really kind of flustered me at first.
Yeah, you handled it well.
Of course, we got to work, but I tell you what, I mean, when you set a goal for $1,500 and you way surpassed that, and then getting the quality lineup that we got in there, it was just, I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, I say it was a huge success, in my book. So I
agree.
We talked about before this even started, we would make this a yearly event. I said, well, that'd be cool, but let's see how this one goes. I mean, if nobody shows up and we don't even raise any money, I'm not going to do it again. But after this one, I don't see how we cannot do one again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I have up on screen, this is currently what you guys have raised for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, $3,700.50. What was the initial goal?
Right there, $1,500.
Oh yeah, it's right there on
so
screen.
You see, Bubba, we're at 250% of that, and we'll have more money come in, and I have no doubt we'll pass $4,000 mark.
And so, if people want to donate, they can still do it. And I've actually pasted the link in the description of this channel, so that, or of this this broadcast, so that you can go down and check it out. Bob's link is also in there. Mike's link is in there, and as well as the other links from all of the other channels that we're going to talk about. So let's make that number go up. I don't want to put any pressure on the people in chat, because I see you see their names, and there's Ryan Palmetto Skunk Pot. Thanks a lot, Ryan Bortz. He donated $50 because I didn't catch a fish. We did catch sunfish shade tree. We caught about 15 or 20 brim, but no catfish.
But yeah, it had to be catfish for the count of the tournament. So
yeah,
we had a little bit of different rules in there.
And there's the winner right there, the champion, Brian B. Catfish, and he said, "I had a blast, excellent event, honored to be a part of it."
I said we had an awesome cast. I mean, I said, I had no idea we'd get the quality, caliber of anglers we did for my first tournament. And me being still, I still consider myself relatively new in this, community. in a
Right.
small channel, and just, I mean, everybody came together because it was a great cause. You know,
That's right.
you get a bunch of people with the same goal in mind, rally around a good cause, and I said we were unstoppable.
And how many do you have the numbers right off the top of your head? Do you remember how many fish were caught, like the actual tournament fish?
I believe we were 49 actual tournament fish.
Wow.
Yep.
49 fish, and
Brian B had the most, and he was the only one who caught. We had 4 tiers of weights.
right.
And, nobody caught one in the 4th tier, which is 50 pounds and above. But
Mhm.
Brian B was the only one to catch one in all 3 tiers. You know, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd tier also. Besides getting the most fish.
Yeah, Brian B tore it up.
He did.
He his head's not going to fit on screen after a while if he keeps
Yeah.
winning these tournaments.
And it was,
Cat,
you
here he
know,
comes.
if people watched it, it was him and Roger back to back. You know,
Yeah.
up there, and then I mean, 2 minutes left. You know, he pulled that last one in, or less than a minute, I think it was.
And Zach was pulling them in left and right, and
yeah.
I heard E was pulling them in too.
Yeah.
E was
No, it was
Brian
I'm sorry,
B's partner.
it was Haz and Brian B that were neck and neck at the very end.
Right.
Because Haz just, you know, caught one, then Brian B caught one, you know, and then you know, my cousin Mike Michelob, he turns to me and goes, "What do we do if there's a tie?" We never even thought about that. There could be a tie in the number of fish caught. And I started
Sudden death.
I'm like, yeah, that's what Mike said. He goes, "Do we go to overtime?" And then, you know, you watch the countdown come in, and like last minute, and Brian B's like, "Fish on," and just pulled it out. I mean, it was phenomenal. I couldn't have asked for more. I mean, me personally think it was a resounding success, the whole tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, and everyone was cordial. I mean, there was some, you know, junk talk, as always, per the usual.
I'd have been disappointed if it wasn't.
And I didn't talk any junk because I didn't have anything to back it up with. And but listen, I got to meet Catfish Bill 66, who's in the chat right now, and we got to fish together. So that was, you know, fishing with him, and then, you know, knowing that I'm at least trying to participate in something that's going towards such a worthy cause was enough for me. So,
well, you know, and the whole idea too is that we had so many great people in chat. I mean, that's where almost all those nations come from, you know, except for what, you know, of course, a lot of English put in, and, you know, me, Mike, and Mike put, you know, we promised to put in. Actually, the dollar amount that I figured was way less, so I actually quadrupled what I said.
Yeah, I remember that.
But you know, it was, you know, the anglers like you, Mark, has everybody who's in there are the reason we had that many people in chat, and indirectly that's why we got that number. You know, 250% of our goal. So even though you didn't put a fish on the board, you still contributed to that number right there, because a lot of people in chat were there to see you also. So I thank you for, you know, accepting my invitation to fish in it.
Oh yeah, man, no problem. Yeah, I did end up donating though, since I didn't get any money out of Bob's pocket. I donated towards the cause, so I donated monetarily since I couldn't donate a fish. But yeah, Mark's parking. Thank you, Mark. He's posting that link in the in the chat, but it's also in the description. How long do you plan on keeping it up for?
I've got no reason to take it down. You know.
All right, 10-4.
Keep it going. I mean,
10-4.
who knows? Somebody could be watching it. I don't know if, you know, Make-A-Wish, when we set this up, if there's a time limit. They never said anything about it. So, you know, I mean, who knows? 6 months from now, somebody will be watching, come across my channel and see that and wonder what's it about. And if they try to click on the donate now, I want it to still work.
That's right. And it's cool, you know, as you watch those names scroll by, it's awesome to see the names that you recognize from the community. And so many people that we see in these live streams contributed.
You're right.
And I think that's really cool.
Yep. And then, you know, we had a few gift cards. You know, we got tackle packs and stuff, so we're going to mail those out. And everybody who won a prize, I said, I go back to work tomorrow. I got to work 72 hours in the next 7 days. Pretty crazy week coming up. So I will get it out as soon as possible, but it may go into the next week before I get to the packaged up. But I think every gift card that was won, those people asked to take that money and donate to Make-A-Wish. So it was,
I heard that was cool too. And if you want to go ahead and shout out your sponsors, I know Uncle Lou just totally went
Right.
overboard and donated a bunch of prizes, and then
we had 10 tackle packs,
Patriot James
3 rods, for the tournament. Patriot James, I mean, right away he's offered to send, he said, 4 packs of his awesome floats, and then we had creator sponsors. We had Mo Creek threw in a gift card, Parker Pursuits T-shirt, Mike Turner threw in a hoodie, and I know I'm going to forget people when I start doing this, but it was just Lance Makugai had some stickers, and then there was also other people, towards the end offered to do stickers. It was just got the point where we started writing down how we're going to do this. Like, there's too much,
Yeah.
Unless I started just doing sticker packs and just throwing it with other prizes, but then those people doing that wouldn't get, the recognition. So,
Right.
And so,
hey man, you did a great job, and I know how that is. And anybody who's hosted a tournament knows how that is. People are busy, and then they see you live, and they're like, "Crap, I wanted to donate something." Right. So, I know exactly. Your phone's blinging. You're trying to pay attention. So, I think everybody understands that. And
then I do want to also thanks Fish Snatcher for making the little video for us.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, because we of course I wanted the sponsor to get recognition, all the anglers.
Like,
okay, now we see subs taken away so much. There is a better, proper way to do a hook set. Like, I don't want to keep explaining this. And I said, we just have, if I had a little short video I could show there, and I said, who could do that good? And Fish Snatcher was the first person came to mind. And so I Mr. Chim, I said, hey, would you mind doing this? And I mean, he came through with flying colors,
Oh, Snatcher is awesome, man.
And hopefully he liked the way we showed it in there too, But yeah, thanks to him also. And we could definitely use that in some other, areas also.
Right on. Yeah. Well, everybody in here, I hadn't seen a single negative comment or anything bad, which if they know better if they did anyway. Mike and the other monitors would hammer them, but but they don't have anything bad to say though. They're like, there's nothing anybody can say wrong about what you did, and all that money that has gone towards this foundation is just amazing. And I'm sure we'll get some donations tonight. The link will always be in this description. So if anybody wants to go check it out, maybe you want to do it later, talk to your spouse about finances and say, hey, how much can we do? None of it goes to Bob or any of us. It goes straight to the kids.
And that's the way we set it up, to do direct donation, because I didn't want anything funneled through me.
That's right.
And I knew people would trust it better. It went right to them. And I said, there's the only way we're going to do this is if it's set up that way. And Make-A-Wish made it so easy to set up a page like that.
And 100% of those donations go straight to them. I'm sure they have fees and stuff they got to pay, but it's nothing that YouTube took.
No, right. That's why there's no super chats, nothing like that active. And the only way people donate money was that. And I mean, even my personal PayPal link, I kept everything out of the description. I just wanted if somebody's going to put money up, it's going to
Class act, man. Class act. You did it the right way. And I can't wait till next year. I know you probably want to get different anglers, but if you need somebody, you let me know and I'll be there.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, have a great night. We hope you get some sleep and get prepared for your long work week coming up.
It's gonna be a rough one, but I appreciate you letting me come on and give a little breakdown of it. And again, that chat thing, that link's still active, and I'm gonna keep it active as long as they'll let me.
There you go.
I can look at it and see it reach 4,000, which I got no doubt, and maybe it'll hit 5,000.
Right on. All right, Bob. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And thanks everybody for who participated.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, that was awesome. I'm glad he got to come up. I wasn't sure if he was going to get to. Well, so what else is going on? Well, let's start with one thing right here on Palmetto Cats. Mike and I have started a new endeavor. We have become podcast buddies.
I consider myself to be a sidekick, since I don't set any of it up. I don't upload it. I don't push any. Well, I push a couple buttons, but Kevin can push those buttons and turn them off. So I consider it to be a sidekick, but if I'm allowed to call myself a podcaster,
You're a podcaster. You make content.
that sounds
now.
kind of cool. I guess
It is. It is pretty cool. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Stop it.
Well, you try so hard to make everything perfect, Kevin, and I don't know why you keep involving me because I'm about as imperfect as it could be, but it's just
we're
a
all
technical
imperfect,
difficulty.
bro.
We're going to roll with it, just like
There it
we've
is.
done both the podcasts.
I'm not red anymore.
We'll be okay.
He don't
You
bathe,
look
Kevin.
fantastic red, though.
He don't bathe. Missy is talking the smack. But anyway, we've started a podcast. It's called The Real Deal Fishing Podcast. And it's not specific to catfishing, but it starts off catfishing. But here's kind of like that's the wrong one. Here's the channel art for it. You can check us out on any of your major podcast stations, wherever you get your podcast from. So Spotify, Apple, Google, and if you are a Boom Squad member, which several of you are, you get to actually watch the recording. And so, we don't really participate in back and forth discussion with the chat on the podcast, but we do answer questions from the podcast. So if you're a Boom Squad member, that's kind of like a little extra for you. So I hope that the Boom Squad has been enjoying that. But if you're not a Boom Squad member and you can't be, that's fine. You can get the recording on any of those podcast stations. We've already done 2 shows, and we have another one coming up on Tuesday. We usually record Tuesday nights at 9, and I've been enjoying that, Mike.
I've been enjoying it a lot. Kevin encouraged me to get a better camera, so now I think I look fantastic. He encouraged me to get a microphone, and
so now you sound fantastic.
I sound fantastic. People have sent me text messages and comments saying that they've enjoyed the podcast, and I got to tell you, selfishly, I thought that the podcast scenario might be better for me because when you, like you said, when you run a tournament, or if you are in Elston's chat or some of the other shows when they're running tournaments, the chat can just fly. And if you're a moderator, I'm sure you feel a little bit of responsibility in trying to make sure that goes well. Well, when I'm on the podcast talking with you, I don't moderate anything.
That's right.
So
you get a night off.
Let's talk about fishing topics, life topics that are involved in all of this. And once again, it gave me the chance to compile some ideas, run them by you, let you make them better, organize them a little bit, and fire them back. It's kind of like tennis. I send the ball over, you send the ball.
Well, let me
back.
get a word in here. Like you got to stop talking. Let me get it. Come on, man.
I'm trying to get it in front of you.
Like anybody who knows Mike knows he sandbags all the time. So Mike has fantastic ideas, and I think, when I thought that I wanted to do this podcast, I was like, I need someone who I can bounce back and forth off of. And you're a great communicator. Like you're fast to text back or message back, because we'll talk through text, we'll talk through email, and then we'll talk through Google. And so it's pretty cool. And don't let Mike make me sound like some kind of genius or something. I think it's mutually beneficial, and you've enjoyed coming up with content. That whole last show was you. It was all about we reacted to state record fish.
We're gonna have some fun shows, and
this one's about bank fishing. So Tuesday's about bank fishing.
Yeah, Tuesday begins the topic of bank fishing, and it has been it's not like the Titanic. It's been 84 years, and it hasn't been that long since I fished in a boat, but it's been a while since I've owned a boat and fished in it actively myself. So we will talk about boating and trying to fish and the different methods and tactics and the what's and the whys, because there's so much that I want to learn in the conversations. And this is a different way of doing that. I get to talk directly with you or whichever guests that we get to come onto the show. So it's really exciting. Oh, did somebody say bacon?
Yeah, Jeep was talking about bacon. We talked about
Okay.
bacon. We did.
Yeah. So
But yeah, so we
it's a
have
different
invited.
platform. It's a different way.
Yeah, it's
I like
totally
it.
different. It's a totally different. It's kind of like how we're doing now. We're talking back and forth. I'm usually not red, but we're talking. It's bothering me.
I
can
am
you
usually
tell?
this pale.
but yeah. So Tuesdays at 9 is when we record, and the Boom Squad members get to watch it, but it's free for everyone to listen to on podcasts, and that's really what we wanted to do. We wanted to make a podcast that's specifically a podcast and not both. But I was struggling with Boom Squad, and I want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth. Let's just be honest, giving them some extra content to watch and come in and chat. So that's been fun.
So if I'm free and if the Boom Squad's not, that never mind. I'm just kidding.
You're crazy.
Come on, that was funny.
John Murillo, I'm so happy to see you in here, man. Just know that prayers be with you. Prayers be with you, my son. Prayers be with you.
I was talking to him for 2 hours yesterday. Had a great visit, and he's getting there. He's getting stronger.
So we've invited somebody up. I haven't heard back from him. We hadn't had the phone call yet, but hopefully we'll have our first guest on Tuesday night. And if not, I'm sure we can talk a lot about. Well, you can talk a lot about bank fishing, but that's what's going to be up. That's our new endeavor. That's the Real Deal, REEL Deal Fishing podcast. And again, you can listen to that on any podcast. All right, what's next? So, really what I want to talk about tonight was all the events that are going on. I mean, we sat here and ran through like this and that and this and that and this and that. And I was like, something needs to be made. Somebody, actually, I think it was Laura, the Explorer, maybe. She said someone needs to make a calendar. And it was actually, I remember now. It just came to me. It was during the ladies Iron Cat tournament. And I said, yeah, I can do that. So I've done it. So I've made a calendar of all the events that I know about that are coming up in the catfishing community. And they're on my website. Sorry for the screeching there. I'm going to share that as soon as I can scroll over to it. All right. So if you go to my website, there's the top of my boat there. How do we make this? Oh, no, that's not good. There you go. All right. So if you go to my website, shoppalmettocats.com, link is in the description. Not only can you find cool Palmetto Cats gear, plug, but you can register for all of my events by clicking on this page. We'll get to those in a minute. But then there's a community calendar. You see that right there? I made it red. You click on that, and then it'll show you the community calendar. And so all the tournaments that I know about or special events that I know about are on this calendar. And I just want to specify that I know about, because if I don't know about them, I can't put them on a calendar, right? So let's go through them real quick. You can go through here. You'll see that the Fish a Wish was right there. If you click on it, you can see Saturday, September 18th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's Eastern time. And then I have a link to Bob's channel right there. And so you can also copy it to your Google Calendar just by clicking that link. So you'll get a reminder. This Wednesday, the Catfish Conference will be live. I got that on here because they're going to be talking about the Fisherman's Swap Shop. And that's something that Michael's got a little bit to do with. We'll talk about that later too. But the Fisherman's Swap Shop right there, coming to Kansas City, Missouri, November 19th and 20th. It'll also be at Louisville. But basically, you can bring up to 5 items to CatCon, fishing items. You pay $5, and then you can bring your items in there to swap or sell. which is totally new. It's totally new to the community. And Mike is actually going to be running that. So Mike's getting all high tech here lately. But if you're coming to the Kansas City Catfish Conference on November 19th and 20th, the link is in the description for CatCon website. Then you can participate in this. So if you have an old reel, not an old reel, a reel you don't use, you want to swap it, or maybe you want to get a few bucks for it, you can bring it in there. It does cost you $5 to sell. But, if you, let's say that you have an old depth finder that you don't want, you sell that, it'll be way worth the $5 to get in. And Mike will be the bouncer there. No comment? Okay. We'll move on. All right. So on the 25th of September, you'll see Do You Has What It Takes? Has versus Ryan Bortz. And that's going to be 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's Haz's link right there. If you click on it, it'll go to Haz's channel and you can copy it. So you'll see that theme. On the 26th, you got Creole versus Brian Beal over on Catfish and Crappie. 1 versus 1 at 8 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern. Of course, 7 a.m. Central to 2 p.m. Or no, that's backwards. To 12 p.m., I guess. But there's Mark's link right there. You can copy that. We're also having Real Talk on that Sunday night. And Mike, you're going to be on Real Talk, right?
Yes, and I'm hoping I'm not the only one.
Yeah. So far, Mike is the only one registered for Real Talk, y'all. And if you don't know
the only person who's bought a new reel in the last year?
No.
Let's talk. Let's
talk about it. So if you want to come in for the Real Talk, you go to the Register for Events page. You see right there, Real Talk 2. It was a huge hit last year. You click RSVP, and you just come down here and you fill out some information. You fill out 4 boxes. And then when it comes time for Real Talk next Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to the broadcast, and then you can come in and talk about your favorite reel. What's one reel you're going to bring to talk about?
Well, I had mentioned 2 companies that I had gotten a few of their products to give them a try. One company I'll definitely talk about is Cadence Fishing. I started thinking to myself, I need a slightly smaller reel. Every reel can't be a 5,000 or a 6,000 size reel. Looked at their product. I thought that the design looked nice. Black, silver, always been an Oakland Raider fan. And I'm thinking to myself, why not give a different company a shot? Because it's not hating on the existing powerful, well-known companies, but I don't need to buy a pen reel because I've had them. I don't need more Daiwas. I've had them. I use Shimano equipment for 20 years. So why not see what these other companies have? And part of that I learned from everybody here on YouTube, giving Cast King and PC Fun a try. And I thought to myself, well, this design looks awesome. It looks compact. The weight was very, very low. I'm like, hey, I'll give it a shot. Looked on Amazon, amazingly affordable. Why not? And that was the reel that Lauren was using this morning. So I think that the line is just old, and it was starting to give us some troubles. So certainly wasn't her fault. She's been trained by the best.
Right.
So,
hey, Kevin, I just got word my friend, Spartanburg County Sheriff Department Deputy Pete Berry passed away due to COVID today. Sure, we'll say a prayer right quick. Heavenly Father, we want to lift up Pete Berry's family, Lord. Lord, he's taken by COVID, and we just pray that he would be with you right now. And Lord, pray for not only his family, but his coworkers and all his friends, Lord, that they would be at ease. You would wrap your arms around them and heal their pain. And we know that you're going to we know that you're going to take care of them, Lord, and we just ask you to do this in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Sorry to hear about that. And, it's one of the things I like to do. If anybody ever asks, we're going to pray for them. Let's see. Sugaling. Yeah, so anybody who's got like a reel, like JBT said, that's exactly why I bought 2 Sagaling reels to try out, and they're actually good. So come on the show on Sunday night and talk about that. Version community calendar does not look like yours. Have to click on each day individually. Yeah, you have to click on each day individually. I think you can set it up to where it looks different, but you just have to play around with it. But that's this Sunday coming up, y'all. So if you want to participate in Real Talk, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to have content. You just got to come on here and RSVP. It doesn't have to be a reel that's on the thumbnail even. If you got a reel that you really like and you want to talk about it, if you want to see the format, you can go to my channel and check out the same show, Real Talk 1, I guess, from last year. And you can see kind of how it went. We had a bunch of people on there. I actually invited people last year, but I had a lot of people after that show, Mike, that said, "Hey man, I would like to come up." I said, okay, well, we'll make it registration this time. So anybody can come up. Yes, you have to have a reel, Uncle Jeep.
Uncle Jeep asked earlier in the chat if you could list when bacon is on sale on your calendar there.
Okay, yeah. That's probably not going to be for a while.
I think bacon deserves its own calendar, Uncle Jeep.
Yeah.
But that's just me, and I'm just Iowa talking here.
John Murillo, Kevin, Mike, love the show, but gonna go rest a bit. All right, man. I'm just glad you popped in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to the calendar. That's this Sunday. So again, you don't even have to remember all these, y'all. You can go add them to your calendar. You got a live chat this Wednesday night, CatCon. You got Do You Has What It Takes on Saturday morning versus Ryan Bortz. You got 1 versus 1 on Catfish and Crappie, Creole versus Brian B. And you got Real Talk 2 that night on Palmetto Cats Live. And then we're going to October. All you got to do is go at the top and click up here. On October 2nd, Robbie from Fishing with Robbie is having the Catch 'em for a Cause fishing tournament. It's actually a live tournament. Remember those? It's a live tournament. It's going to be at on Lake Wiley in North and South Carolina at the South Point Boat Ramp. And if you look on this link in the calendar, you'll see that the registration link is in there and the 2 flyers. Now they look weird. You have to click on them. But if you want to register for that, I actually put the registration link in the description of this video. So if you want to register online or if you want to figure out how you can donate, if you can't go, all the proceeds from that tournament go to the Youth Diabetes Foundation. It's another great cause. A lot of people, I know a couple people close to me that suffer from diabetes. People talking about reels, driving. Okay, yeah, don't text and drive. All right, moving right along. Check that out, Fishing with Robbie. October 3rd, we have the Rod Report. That's probably that's been my most popular live stream, if you can believe it. Like that's the one live stream I have. Well, I have a few, but that's the main live stream I have that keeps getting views day after day is the Rod Report. And basically it's the same thing. We'll come on there. You'll bring your favorite fishing rod. You'll talk about it, talk about why you like it. Price points, specifics, whatever. I know we should probably get like Aaron from Catfish Regulators to come on and talk about Mad Cats. Get you some. We can probably have Chunky come up and talk about Whisker Seeker. And, you see Uncle Lou's logo on there. I mean, how many people around here can talk about Uncle Lou's? Especially after the past few months. So if you have a rod that you want to talk about and you want to come on the show, again, you just go to the Register for Events page on my website, click on the RSVP, put your name, your email, and which rod you want to present, and click submit. And then when we get to October 3rd, probably earlier that day, I'll send you the link to the show, and you just pop in. Otherwise, if we don't get people to register, Mike, I think you and I both have enough rods and reels to cover this.
I have everything that you just mentioned minus the Mad Cats.
And I have a Mad Cats.
So we could be covered, but don't people get tired of seeing me?
I mean, the
I
show
do.
must go on. The show must
Yeah.
go on, Mike.
Yeah, that's true. We could get
Let's go.
Elson in here to talk about what it's like painting over the top of all of them.
Yeah. Your logo means nothing to me.
Your logo means nothing to me. You will be assimilated.
Yeah, Two-Stand would be great one to come on and talk about the Uncle Lou rod. I mean, he only caught a 200.
I heard he caught a little fish the other day.
Yeah, a little one. He targeted it. All right, let's go back to the calendar here. So that's October 3rd. October 9th, the couples tournament, Fishing with the Chad. It's actually on 2 weekends. You got the 9th and the 10th. And then if you look on the next weekend, you'll also see it on the 16th and the 17th. You noticed on each one of these, when you click on it, the chat is somebody. I can't see chat.
Brian B., I was fired already this morning. What are you talking about? Fired again?
Hooks and Hammock said, never get tired of Michael Murillo. Oh,
it's very nice. Appreciate that.
All right, we're going back to the calendar. All right, so Fishing with the Chad's link is in all of them. And, if he wants to post in how you can register for that, he's more than welcome to put that in chat if he's still here. But the couples tournament, you got the 9th and the 10th, and then the 16th and 17th. We also got a Saturday show, and I might move this to Sunday. We'll see. Depends on how many people can do Saturday. But if you want to, so it's a new live stream. We didn't do this one last year, Mike. It's called the Bait Bucket. And I think Muskrat is registered for this one, and 3+1 is also registered. But we're going to talk about our most favorite baits and why we use them and how we use them and what they catch and when we can use them and when they're not available. So that's going to be a great show. I think a lot of people will tune in for that one, especially if they're new to catfishing. But specifically, though, I think it'll be great because you'll see what baits are available around the country. South Carolina here, we don't have skipjack or big gizzard shad. Well, we do in South Carolina, but not down here by me. So if somebody comes up on and wants to talk about bait in our area, then I would want to listen because then I know what bait to get. Let's see. Been on the lake. There you go. Chad's posting the link. Yeah, Dieter will talk about chicken. Yep. Calendar's awesome. Thanks, Rob Mack. Wasn't my
Chicken
idea.
Would be a great subject.
Yeah.
Because I have never, ever got a bite on chicken in my waters here in Iowa. I've tried 2 different kinds of Jell-O. I've tried it on its own. I've put garlic all over it. Not even a bite.
And that's funny because my PB has come on chicken. The 40 and the 29.5 I caught the other night both came on chicken. So it's weird.
Makes it a great topic, though. All
yeah,
these different baits, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I could do something better.
Maybe
I'm ready to learn.
I'm ready too. And so all you got to do is you can register from the calendar. All you do is click on here. And I don't know if that's showing up. Did it show up? No. So what happened, you didn't see it, but I clicked on here and my website popped up. So I can't make it any easier. If you want to talk on the show, just click that link. Moving right along on the 15th of October, the Anglerholics. By the way, congratulations to Lizabella. She got married yesterday. Congratulations. I told her that she could come on and talk about, the tournament if she wanted. And she said that she's getting packed up for her honeymoon. So that should be fun. Congratulations. But Lizabella and her brother James are going to be hosting the live Anglerholics Halloween Costume Fishing Challenge. And I believe, Mike, I don't know if you've heard anything about this, so correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't?
No.
So I think basically what you do is you film a video about fishing in you film a video of you fishing in a costume, and then they share it. And then they just have a costume contest on their channel. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe if James is in here, he can correct me. Oh, there's Liz right there. Look at there. I know I'm an old timer. Chicken is all he uses on his trot lines, nothing but plain chicken. Yep. The question is, were you using chicken and another bait? Not cut. Yep, I was using chicken and cut bluegill or brim both times. Yes, so that's how it goes. Yep, avid fisherman. His birthday was yesterday, I believe. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, but happy birthday. Yes, so that's what it is. Yes, you are correct. So yes, so if you want to enter that, Liz or James can post in the chat how you can enter that. It sounds like a fun one. Mike, what are you going to dress up as? You're not participating?
I kind of gave up on dressing up. What? Well, what did you think I was going to dress up as?
I don't know.
What did you have in your mind?
Mexicat? That would be.
Just the right time epic. For a shameless merch plug.
No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh man.
Let's see. I don't really do that, but I am very excited. Lauren told us that she wants to be Flash for Halloween, so very excited about that decision. I don't know what Leia will be.
Mm-hmm. So Gadget asked, were you fishing with chicken and something else?
No.
When you fished, no, it's just chicken?
One day I fished with just the Jello chicken, cherry Jello chicken. One day I fished with just strawberry Jello chicken. One day I had the chicken and I had shrimp, and they hit the shrimp and never touched the chicken. So 3 different days, 3 different ways. Then I realized how much chicken I had wasted and how it really would have.
Well, hey, save it. No,
I mean, I used it. I used it all.
No, save the conversation. We need to talk about this on the bait bucket.
Oh, see, and there's a good example. No, we don't need to talk about negative experiences with bait.
Yes, we do.
About positive experiences with bait.
No, Mike, that's what's so great about it. You need to talk about what doesn't work in your waters. What if there's somebody else around you that's thinking about using chicken? And you can say, yeah, it hasn't worked on this lake and da-da-da-da-da. We got our first boom of the night. No real loss. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man. How do you get an event added, Palmetto? Regulators as part 2. All you got to do is email me, palmettocats@gmail.com, and I'll put your event on the calendar. We got another one, 5 pounds, Fishing Frustrations UK. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So anyway, let's move back to this calendar. We're getting bogged down. We started talking about the events, and they haven't even got here yet. So see, that's how infectious it is. That's how awesome the event's going to be. So you want to sign up. If you want to sign up for the bait bucket, go ahead and go sign up for it. But Anglerholics Halloween Costume Fishing Contest. Contact James and Lizabella. There's their channel link right there on the calendar. You can email them. I'm sure they'll put that up in the chat, or someone can put up how to contact them. It sounds like fun. I'm going to be watching it. And you got the couples tournament also on the 16th. And here's one. The 2 old vets are having a carp and cat tournament also on the 16th. Now, I don't have the times for that yet. Rob said he was still working out the details. But 2 old vets is having a carp and catfish tournament on their channel.
Hadn't heard about that, but I'm interested.
Yep. He emailed me or messaged me or something. One of those, probably email. And he said, yeah, man, I'm trying to put it together. It's on his community page. Go check that out if you want to be in it. couples tournament again on the 17th. Then something I'm so excited about. I've already started buying stuff, which I need to stop, is the Santee Cooper meet and greet on October 22nd and 23rd. I'm actually camping out on the 21st, the night of the 21st too. But here's the flyer for that. It's going to be awesome. We're going to meet at Hills. Well, this one says Blacks, but it's Hills Landing in Cross, South Carolina. And we're going to go camp on Chimney Island. 3 days, no power, no plumbing, just complete rawness, just no showers and just fishing and camping and fire and fishing and fire and fishing and fire.
You
pretty
gonna
much-
jump in the lake then? Take a lake bath?
I may. And no real loss is coming down. Well, at least Vonnie and Bex are coming down. So anyone who wants to come, my wife will be coming out that Saturday night to camp. Yes, you can come see me. You can come see me. Jimmy from Fishing and Gear will be there. Catfish Bill 66 said that he was going to come. You got Jeremy's Tournament Cats that's going to come. We'll have pea palaces, and we'll have dookie bags, pea tents, and Ross. Let's go. And maybe some soap making. Okay, soap making. I don't know about that, but soap making. Oh yeah, we were on JV's channel the other day, and he was talking about you making soap from animal fat. It's pretty cool. There's Miss Becca coming on in. Hey, Miss Becca. So the Santee Cooper meet and greet. Mike, I wish you could make it out, but that's a good little trip for you.
I wouldn't go to anywhere where I wouldn't shower for 3 days, and I like a bed, and
but they
like
have
a
hotel
climate
rooms.
controlled yeah. See, a hotel room has like air conditioning.
Boom! Mike's Fishing Home, $10. Who's putting a shovel on head? Who's putting a shovel on head? Whiskers drawn on face and going as a shovel head catfish. Oh, he's probably talking about the costume. Thanks for the boom there, Mike. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Oh man, indoor people, yeah.
I've just never had the desire to sleep in a tent.
Well, sleep in a hammock. Well,
I often refer to the hammock as the devil sling because it will just send you right to the ground. But I'm sure it will be not. There's one photo of me circulating out there where I was in a hammock, and my sister's friend had to help me out of it because I didn't even know how to get out. I was stuck.
Mark agrees with you. Hotel rooms is kind of camping. Well, they do have hotel rooms at Hills, but it's going to be awesome. So I just got me a sleeping pad. When we go camping, we usually like camping style. We have air mattress and all that, but no air mattress. No air mattress. So where did you say the calendar is posted? Lori must be late. We're on my website, Palmetto Cats, shoppalmettocats.com. It's in the description. But yeah, so I'm getting gear in. I think we're going to have a community fish fry. So obviously for YouTubers too, this is going to be a filming dream. You're going to be filming with YouTubers, some not, but you're going to get tons of content. We're going to be doing catch and cooks, and we're going to be setting up gear, talking about gear, catching fish. I mean, what else could you ask for? I mean, other than Mike wants a hotel room and air conditioning.
I got some ideas, so we can talk some ideas about that.
Cool. Well, I made a video about it last year. If you want to go check it out, it's on my channel around October last year. It was actually Halloween weekend. Me and 3 other guys from my church, we went out and camped one night. It was, other than the fact that I froze in the hammock because I didn't get the quilt that goes in the bottom of the hammock. I froze, but we had a great time. We caught some awesome fish. So anyway, check that out. That's also the registration is on the page as well. Then the Weekend Angler is having a tournament on October 23rd. So that same weekend. It's called the Tacticat. The Tacticat tournament. That sounds interesting. Have you heard about this?
No, half of the things that you've mentioned I hadn't heard about. So I'm
Come
very
on, man.
I'm very pleased that you have a calendar there.
There you go. Well, see, there's the reason for the calendar. So the Tacticat put on by the Weekend Angler, Josh. We all know and love Josh. Does great content, great family man, great pillar of the community. I think this one is like, I hope that I can remember how to do it. Like you have to catch a catfish, obviously. But there's no fee to camp, Alicia. It's totally free. Parking is even free. I met the owner of Hills. It's a new owner, and he said we can all park there for free. So your trucks and your cars will be safe. You don't have to bring a boat. There'll be plenty of people with boats, and we will ferry you out to the island. So there you go. I forgot to mention that. Thank you. Great question. So I think, and I don't know if he's in here right now, and if anybody knows the details and I get one wrong, please correct me. It's okay. So Josh is having this tournament where you catch a catfish, and if you catch a catfish that's bigger than that catfish, it doesn't, or wait, if you catch one smaller, it doesn't count. I can't remember. Something about you have to tier your fish. So you want to start off catching the smaller fish. If you catch, yeah, that's right. So if you catch a 20 pounder right off the bat, nothing else under that counts. Does that make sense? So if you catch a 20-pound catfish, if you catch 10 more catfish that are 20 and under, they don't count towards your bag. You have to catch a 21-pounder for the weight to count. So that means that you have to start off fishing small. You have to target, like Stan, you have to target those little fish. Making sense?
These are interesting ideas, and it goes to show me how many fish a lot of these people can catch and where they fish and how many fish are right there available to them. Because I got to tell you, everybody see this logo up here? That's the closest I've been to a catfish in a month. and this guy comes up with these rules to figure out a way to make it more fun and it's tricky, but it's the rules are out there, so it's not like it's a true trick. And just like the one versus ones, they got to make up their own rules.
Mm-hmm.
And Stan's like, I wasn't paying attention. I caught the wrong fish at the wrong time. And it's really interesting from a viewer perspective. And it also goes to show that fishing can be pretty tough here in Iowa.
Yeah. Hey, listen, fishing is tough everywhere. It's not all hunky dory all the time everywhere. Like, I mean, I was on Santee Cooper yesterday and got skunked. I mean, that shouldn't happen. But anyway, back to the point. So I think I got it right in my head. Josh, the Weekend Angler, on October 22nd, is having a live streaming tournament on his channel where you have to catch fish progressively bigger or they don't count. So the idea is that you want to catch the smallest catfish you can first, because that weight will count towards your total. And then you want to catch one slightly bigger and slightly bigger. So you have to be tactical, hence the name Tacticat. So that I think the hat was thrown off my face. I think that's what it was. You have to be tactical in the way that you catch these fish. I think it's an interesting idea. So if you go off, you happen to catch a 50-pound fish right off the bat, you're kind of out of the game. I mean, unless everybody else gets skunked. So, but anyway, the 23rd, not the 22nd. Sorry, it's on the calendar, so you don't even have to remember the date. It's on the calendar. I'll put it back up. And that's another reason for the calendar. You don't have to worry about getting dates wrong. It's right there, right there, right there.
I don't know if you saw me, but I turned my phone right to it as soon as you said it. Like, I need this. I need this in my life.
Oh man. But so let's move along. So that's the 23rd. And then on the 30th and the 31st, we will have the Iron Cat Monster Hunt right here on Palmetto Cats. And I tell you, man, people are getting excited about this one. It's kind of like, it's pretty much the simplest tournament that I've done because it's simple. You have X amount of hours to catch the biggest catfish you can. And if you catch the biggest catfish by weight, you win. That's it. There's no second prize. There's no third prize. There's no participation medal. There's no little fish medal. Most fish medal. Don't matter. There's one prize, and that's big fish. That's it. And we got a lot of heavy hitters in there. Got a lot of heavy hitters. If we had more time, I would go over them. But Avid's channel, he's probably going live right now or in just a minute. So I want to get through the rest of this calendar. What do you think about that? I know you just talked about not touching a catfish in a month, but what do you think about that tournament?
I just watched Epic do a 12-hour live, and I'm ready to see some people catch some monsters that night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
There could be something huge during those hours.
I can't wait, man. And it's during the fall. I mean, the fall bite's going to be on, so. Boom! DC Metro Angler said, future winner of Iron Cat. DC, man, you got to get in on one. Well, I'd love to see DC Metro. I've met him personally. He's an awesome guy to talk to. Awesome. So, yeah, the monster hunt is going to be awesome. I'm going to be setting up. No, I'm not giving away my boat. Man, how many people I got to beat up trying to come get my boat? Yes, there's the link to Avid's show. He just went live. So make sure you check him out too. We're about to wrap it up here in a second. I just want to go through the rest of this calendar, make sure I get everybody's tournament on there. Again, this calendar is available to you for free at shoppalmettocats.com. You can go check it out. Then we have Chad's Panfish tournament. He's finally doing it on November 5th and 6th. Fishing with the Chad. Again, he'll probably post up how you can get involved with that. So those of you who love panfish like me, you can go get involved with that. And then going on to November. Well, that was November. But then you got the Kansas City Catfish Conference. And I have the Catfish Conference website linked to that. If you go to Kansas City or the Louisville Catfish Conference, you'll meet me and the famous Michael Murillo. I can't wait to shake his hand. That'll be the first time we ever meet. And then in December, wraps up the calendar. This is all I have events for right now. But the Iron Cat Walmart Challenge. The Iron Cat Walmart Challenge. We have 2 days of fantastic Walmart fishing fun. And it's full. Like the monster hunt is full. 2 days full of. I have people on the waiting list. The Walmart challenge, I have people on the waiting list. So they're both full. Basically, the Walmart challenge, you have 3 rods you can fish with. All right. You can have your one bait that you choose. It could be shad, it could be chicken, it can be whatever you want. But you have to choose 2 of the 6 Walmart baits to use as well. And it's something like the Rusty's red shad, the Rusty's green shad, stink bait, the fiber nuggets, or the dough baits, I think are most of them. You have to pick 2. And I'll have a wheel. So you start off the tournament, you can fish with your bait on all your rods, and good luck, with your bait. But then I'm going to spin that wheel every half hour. And if it lands on one of those Walmart baits that you have in your possession, then you have to put that on the hook. So you may end up fishing with 3 Walmart baits at the end of the day. But that's going to be fun, and it's typical It's not like the Monster Hunt. The Monster Hunt is, a 6-hour tournament. This or 6 or 8, I can't remember. The Walmart is the typical Iron Cat challenge where if you don't have a fish in 4 hours, you out. So note, DC, you have to use the baits that I have selected. And I know that not every Walmart carries them, but every Walmart.com carries them, and you can order. Which that's probably what I would do. Gotcha. All right. Well, we've gone way over our time, Mike. I just want to thank you for coming in. Anything you want to say to the peeps?
The podcast is pretty cool. and I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to more topics showing up there. And there's a lot going on. So definitely there's something for everybody here. Different ways, shapes, and forms to catch all these different fish. So definitely get involved. Take a look. Give us a shot. Give these other people a shot and enjoy.
And if you've never listened to a podcast, like Mike just started listening to them himself, it's a great thing to listen to, like on the way to work. Like, I'll turn this one into a podcast. I'll put this one on our channel, Mike, since you were here. But it's a great thing to listen to. It's nice and calming. You don't have a lot of something to keep your focus the whole time. I enjoy listening to them. But if you're part of the Boom Squad, you can tune in on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We made it after everybody's show on Tuesday, so that way, you don't have to choose. You can come on in at 9 p.m. if you're on the Boom Squad. If you're not on the Boom Squad and you want to see us record it live and get other perks, the link is in the description as well. But if not, you can check us out all free on any of the podcasting platforms. And we'll be happy to try to record some awesome content for you. All right, I'm going to pray us out. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this evening. I thank you for all the people in chat. I thank you for my friend Mike here. We've become good friends, Lord, and I just thank you for his blessing to what he provides to not only me as a friend, but to the channel as well for content. And I just pray that you'll continue to bless that relationship. And Lord, I pray that all these events coming up, Lord, that you would bless them all equally and help them run safely and efficiently. And I just give you all the credit for all these things. And I pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, everybody, go check out Avid Fisherman, who's live right now with Carolina Reel Screamers, I believe. So go check that out. But everybody else, until next time, happy fishing.